The Elite Basketball League right now, 9-1, have peeled off 5 in a row against the Niagara River Lions, the two-time defending CEBL champions. And normally you play for the name on your front. You always do. But today, you're also playing for the name on your back because you're playing for your dads or your guardians. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Rod Black along with Deshaun Stevens. How are you, my partner?
It's great to be back in the end. It's great to be back with you, Rod.
Yes, it's good to be back. And guess who else is back?
Who's back?
The Cat is back.
Cat
Barber.
Yes.
A team that has been loaded right now. Guess who has arrived? Cat Barber, one of the CEBL's very best.
Yeah, one of the staples of the league in its early years, and I think a staple today, returning to this team that's 9-1, and as you mentioned, looking to win a conference or a league championship, really and truly. So this is a huge addition to this team midway through the season. They've developed a lot of chemistry together, and we're going to see how Cat adds to the greatness that the Scarborough Shooting Stars have thrown throughout the first half of the season.
And you see if it disrupts the flow a little bit. Miles Powell has been an absolute superstar. The Iceman, so they got the Catman and the Iceman. Miles Powell, 5 target score winners this season.
Yeah, Miles Powell is playing MVP basketball. He is this league's second leading scorer, and of course the leader when it comes to target score shots to win the game. But listen, an MVP, right, playing with a former all-CBL player, we're going to see how they kind of clash and how they can work together down the stretch of the season. But it's 2 elite players for Scarborough, and we're going to see it all starts today.
And of course you got an elite player for Niagara. Remember, this is a team that last year eliminated Scarborough in the championship weekend. Guess who's in the house? The Lion King is here. There is Khalil Ahmad.
Khalil Ahmad, listen, he's come at the right time, just came back to the league, and you know what? He's come when Niagara's needing him the most. Right now they're 5-6. They're a game below 500. They're trying to stay alive and make a push for the playoffs. And of course, why not have one of your greatest players in franchise history come to the party, averaging 23 points per game in a handful of games he's played, and they're going to need him today in this big game against Scarborough.
If you need someone in the late going, you're going to dial up Khalil Ahmad. As well for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, think about Miles Powell. Let's take a look at the numbers, the way they break down. The Shooting Stars averaging over a century this season. You can see all the numbers right now favoring the Shooting Stars. We'll see if it favors the matchup today as we go to J.J. Evison, who's joining us today with head coach of the SSS, Terrell Vernon.
Thanks, Rod. Coach, there's no ducking the headline here. Jay Scrubb, Cat Barber announced today for your squad. How do you intend to fold them in to what you've created so far here in Scarborough?
You know, at the end of the day, I think offensively, just them to be them, you know, but defensively, you know, hold them accountable to our standard that we've kind of kept towards this part of the season. But I'm happy that they're here.
In terms of your opponent, what is the top priority for your team in terms of holding Niagara's key players down this afternoon?
We just got to limit touches. You know, I think we just got to, keep our activity at a high level, keep offensive rebound the way that we did the last couple games, and then, you know, throw a bunch of bodies at Khalil because, you know, a world-class player in this league for sure.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Rod, back to you.
All right, thank you, guys. The Stars are shining, literally. The Scarborough Shooting Stars have added some superstars in Cat Barber, in Jay Scrubb. There is the coach, Terrell Vernon, and there's a guy who has been an absolute beast. The stud, Frank the Tank Mitchell, on Father's Day 2026, coming up next.
Okay, good. Oh, we doing this.
Hello, Canada. Welcome to a new CEBL season.
It's been amazing, Canada basketball, to put that platform and give guys an out.
The crowds were bigger, the players got better, the quality of the game got better.
You gotta love it, Canadian Goose.
Fasten your seatbelt tonight because we're gonna have some high energy and some high flying stuff.
This is the trail. I'm living for real. Ain't no that I gotta think. I'm in my zone.
No shortage of emotion, no shortage of intensity as anticipated.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners, lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers, writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun, or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Welcome back. Happy Father's Day, Canada. Welcome to this Sunday special in Scarborough. And let's take a look at our keys to the game presented by CDIC. First to the Niagara River Lions.
Yeah, for Niagara, it's simple. You got to match the physicality. Scarborough is extremely physical, especially down low. Match that physicality, fight back. You got to slow down the pace. The slower, the better. The Scarborough Shooting Stars operate off of momentum and speed. Slow down the game, and listen, you got to step up to Frank Mitchell. Number 00 down low, had 21 in the last time these two teams met. You got to fight back, and you got to step up to Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank's been unbelievable. Let's take a look at the CDIC keys for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, who have rolled off 5 straight wins.
Absolutely, and they're hot, and it's all about defiance down low. Frank Mitchell, as we just mentioned, 00, 21 in their last game, got to dominate the paint. For the Scarborough Shooting Stars, you got to contain Khalil Ahmad. He is back in the league, and he is looking to find that fire and lead this team back to a winning record. So you got to contain the former CEBL championship MVP. And of course, it's all about taking threes and making threes. You're going to take a lot of threes, but you got to make those threes. That's big for the Scarborough Shooting Stars today.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's game here at the Pan Am Center. Fans filing in, a lot of kids here today, bringing their dads as well. And of course, the Lion King leads the River Lions, the 2-time champions, who are missing some players this year. And of course, no longer have their head coach, Vic Razzle, but Kimball McKenzie, who is the coach and general manager. They kind of miss Kimball McKenzie right now on the floor in his three-point shooting and his leadership. Scarborough Shooting Stars, Anthony Walker, Akoy Uat had a breakout game on Friday night in the rout. Miles Powell, of course, Charles Bediaco, and Amir Sims, who did not play on Friday, is back in the lineup. But a huge win on Friday night over the Ottawa Blackjacks.
Yeah, and you take a look at this, right? Again, Akoy Uat, and you know, last time these two teams played, again, Khalil Ahmed, he's had a great game, but at the end of the day, it came down to dominance down low. They were physical. Khalil Ahmed, of course, put up his points, had 20 in that game, but Scarborough was able to really dominate down low in that game and really just key in on the physical aspect. Scarborough's looking good this season. Khalil Ahmed's had a great season so far. They're going to rely on him. Of course, they call him the Lion King. He's been leading this team. He's taken over for Kimball McKenzie as the leader of this team, and I think they're going to need him today, really and truly, if they're going to want to win this game. This is a must-win for the Niagara River Lions, and it's going to be a big game, for Khalil Ahmad.
Scarborough Shooting Stars again have Jay Scrub in the lineup, also have Kat Barber. We're going to see those players likely today in some way, shape, or form, depending on the game. But remember, the last time these two teams also met, it was 104-93. But the guy we always watch, we always circle, is the Iceman.
Yeah, Miles Powell, listen, he's playing MVP ball. He's having an MVP caliber campaign this season, and I think he's having a great first season to CEBL. Of course, he's made his name for himself in clutch time when needed the most, putting up game-winning shots. But I think it's all about, what happens in between the whistles as well. I mean, the ball flows through him, the offenses flow through him. He's a great guard, and I think he's, perfect to lead this team down the stretch, and he's kind of developing himself into a championship player.
We'll watch these two guys today. You can see the point totals, and again, don't go by Ahmad. Hasn't got a full season again with the River Lions, but Miles Powell. And again, with the new players coming back, Kat Barber coming back into the lineup, it will be interesting to see how much of a load Kat has. When Kat left the team in the playoffs last year, Kat Barber didn't have the kind of ending he wanted with the Scarborough Shooting Stars, nor did the Shooting Stars. They were looking for a championship. One, of course, those guys wearing black today, last year in Winnipeg. So here we go. Our referees today, Tommy Wu, Chris Pacello, and Andrew Yan. And all of these guys today, I'm sure thinking about family on Father's Day. Bediaco Talk about a family there with Jaden Bediako, of course, who plays with Saskatoon. Jaden and the Mamba demolished the River Lions on Friday. And Powell. Back to the corner to Sims, lets it fly. Amir Sims also one of those players who can shoot that three. Little pressure here. Koi Uat wears number 9. Uat had a monster night on Friday night against the Blackjacks. His best in the CEBL. River Lions now. Cameron Warren out there. Warren Snow. And that was blocked out of bounds. It's going to be Niagara basketball. Well, that is the rock they play with. That is the official game ball of the CEBL, thanks to Spalding. Shot clock expired and unable to get the shot off. J.D. Mula was in the corner along with Khalil Ahmad, and not a good start for the River Lions in their first possession. These two teams got a great rivalry, though.
Absolutely, over the years. I mean, you know, conference rivals, right? And you know, I think the amount of talented players that have come through both franchises over the years, whether it be Khalil Ahmad, whether it be Cat Barber, previously Kimbo McKenzie, and now we're talking about Miles Powell. There have been stars on both sides of the ball. They've traded championships. It's a heated rivalry. I think one of the more heated rivalries in the first 8 seasons of the CEBL.
These two teams have won the last 3 CEBL championships. Shooting Stars in 23, River Lions 24 and 25. Powell gets a screen, back over to Sims, the scoop, and no, brought down there by J.D. Mula.
But Powell had a great look right there with the hezzy, found Sims on the pocket pass. Sims just couldn't finish.
Ahmad goes behind the back, and Cameron Warrens wasn't ready for it. The Antelope, California native, so a couple of Californians in the backcourt in Warrens and Khalil Ahmad, who hails from Corona, California. Powell lets it fly, no. Nothing so far, and a fast break and a dunk. Oh, just throwing that one down was Keontae Kennedy.
Scarborough 0 for 2 early on in this game from 3. Sims and Powell have both missed.
Kennedy just rocks the rim. Bediako goes the other way and floats one up and floats it in. Ties the game early on here.
All about that defiance down low. Bediako being found down low, goes up, finds contact, doesn't get the foul, but finishes.
Nathan Kayo out there with Warrens. Here's Khalil. Sharp kicks on him today. Warrens, that's way off. Powell with the rebound.
What a beautiful pass from Khalil. Just couldn't finish on that 3.
Talk about colorful kicks. Look at Miles Powell's shoes today. Circus shot, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Here they come again. Back the other way. Baseline now, trying to dribble out of that. Kayo puts it on the deck, penetrates, spins, back out to the corner. River Lions fighting for everything. Warrens with a Euro step, and somehow a little too strong. It is Niagara basketball.
Really good defense. Really good defense from Scarborough early on. We're going to take a look at the dunk here in a little bit, but really good defense from Walker early on. They had numbers 2-on-1. He stayed patient, didn't foul, and was able to allow his teammates to come back and join in on defense. Look at this dunk in transition off that 3, missed 3 by Kennedy. Finishes at the rim.
Just another dunk by a guy who wears number 23. Seen that a lot. Anybody who wears 23, you better be able to dunk. And there is Anthony Walker. Thought he was fouled. He went down hard, no whistle. One thing, Deshaun, we're seeing early on here, the referees are letting these guys play.
Absolutely. A lot of physicality early on. Some things not getting called. Yep, they're letting them play. And that's how you want it to be.
Khalil Ahmad. Longtime CEBL great. Player of the Year a couple of times. Clutch Performer of the Year a couple of times. 2-time NBA champion. CEBL champion. Brought down by Sims.
Great defense from Scarborough. Patient, not over pursuing, denying. Love it.
Good defense so far from the River Lions. Here's Khalil. Into the middle. Euro step, little pass here. Stolen back.
Once again, great defense from Scarborough on the transition. Staying patient, not over pursuing.
Powell deep. Doesn't get the roll that time. Everything, it seems, has been going in for Miles Powell lately. Those rainbow sneakers today for Powell. Kayo, no.
Scarborough 0 for
kicks.
4. 0 for 4 early on from 3, trying to get it going from down deep.
Well, when the threes don't go, they'll take another one, I guess.
0 for 5.
So this Scarborough shooting stars shooting themselves out. I'm a big believer. The volume threes aren't going. Try to get it inside. And from the free throw line, just chucking it up like a shot put.
All right, now this game's
Was
getting a little.
Mula.
Yeah.
Powell. Oh, knifing inside. Why not? When the threes don't go, scoop and score for 2.
Miles Powell set at the three-point line, gave a little hesitation, drove right to the basket, finished it with his right.
Khalil. 4-2 Scarborough lead. Slow start offensively for both teams. Shot off the iron. Subs coming in here for Niagara. Elijah Lufile, Kurt Hollis, TJ Law all coming in. Eastern Conference Sunday matchup presented by Lotto Max. Lufile, 3 championships in a row. Scarborough back-to-back with Niagara, former shooting star. Brothers, family, I'm sure playing for his dad today. A pastor, Benjamin. Frank Mitchell inside, and I'm looking forward to this matchup with Frank Mitchell and Elijah Lufile.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 big bodies, 2 physical players. If you look, they kind of have a similar stature, Rod. Same size, same height, same build. It's going to be a real battle down low.
Very different games, though.
Yeah.
Lufile, more of a stopper inside. Frank can put the ball on the deck. Great soft hands. Not to take away Elijah's offensive abilities because he's had them, but Elijah Lufile, look at that.
Yeah.
He could be one of the Avengers. Those arms are bigger than my waist. Goodness. I love Elijah Lufile. Sure they're thinking about their mom who they lost a few years ago as well on Father's Day. And to the rack goes Khalil's going to the line as well.
And, you know, we'll get another look at what makes Khalil Ahmed so special. You know, just being able to slash to the basket, right? Starts at the three-point line and just uses quickness, gets to the basket, finishes through contact. And, you know, that's what makes him so special. His ability not only to drive to the basket, but finish when he's contested at no matter what angle he's at. It's almost acrobatic.
River Lions fighting back here within 1. Cat Barber back in Scarborough, back in the Shooting Stars, back in the lineup. 10 games in. Let's see if he can shake off some rust. He's been playing lately, and Cat Barber on his first touch scores, and we're used to that in the ends.
Wasted no time. Number 12 catches that ball, drives straight to the basket, and finishes with his left. No time wasted.
Zamad now. Now we got a ball game early on. A little scrappy early on, scrambling. Oh, and stolen. Walker eyes the floor, gives it to Powell. Powell and Cat Barber. Talk about the new dynamic duo in Scarborough.
I think this is what we've all been wanting to see all week.
Catman and Iceman. Here they go, and Powell takes it to the rim. He's going to shoot. Late whistle that time. Timeout on the floor. 8-5 game. And Cat is back. He is back in Scarborough. Shooting Stars riding a 5-game win streak.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, The days I almost skipped, but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey. Limitless possibilities.
Welcome back to Scarborough, where the Shooting Stars have a 3-point lead in a slow-moving first quarter. And you might be wondering who that number 12 is on the floor. He looks awful familiar. Cat Barber is, in fact, back here with the Scarborough Shooting Stars. The franchise record in games played, in points scored. He's shooting 44% from the field in his tenure so far. And when I talked to Coach Tyrell Vernon about why they were going to bring him back, he told me, well, it's twofold. He understands the culture that's being set here, and he was part of that 2023 championship team. He knows how to get it done. Meanwhile, Cat himself saying he's been watching this team from afar. He sees that they've got that family aspect going, and he's been itching to get in here because of one reason, and it's the chant at the end of the huddles. One strong word, a very powerful word, gentlemen. It is us. Rod.
Yeah, it is. JJ, thank you, and it's so nice to see Anthony Cat Barber. Not many people refer to him as Anthony. I had to pull that out of him, pry it out of him, almost dental surgery one day, but great guy, great team guy. The three-headed monster last year, Batman, Robin, and the Cat. Terquavion Smith, Donovan Williams, Cat Barber. Took this team a great distance, almost to the championship. If it wasn't for Khalil Ahmad, Shooting Stars would have played Calgary in the final. And then this beginning of this season, and you see new players come aboard, like Jay Scrubb, who's coming into the game, and people who have never played in the CEBL, like Miles Powell, and you kind of wondered, is this a rebuild here? Guess what? It wasn't a rebuild. It was a reload.
Reload, absolutely. Absolutely agree.
So subs both sides. Donald Carey Jr. is in the game. Elijah Lufile, foul on the floor, and it's Frank Mitchell. No, it's not Mitchell. It's been Cat there that gives the ball to Niagara. 10-5 game right now. Khalil, that's what he does. Lion King strikes.
Automatic catch and shoot. Khalil Ahmad for three.
Khalil Ahmad and Cat Barber used to have an unbelievable one-on-one matchup. Oh, what a feed. Cat to Frank the Tank. Takes it to the rack. Cat Barber hasn't missed a step. Great dish that time.
And Hollis made a good decision, business decision, moving out of the way of Frank the Tank.
TJ Law, baseline. Anthony Walker, great defender. Lufile from the elbow, misses. 5-point lead here for the Shooting Stars with 3.5 minutes to go first quarter. Stopping, popping, no. In and out for Jay Scrubb. When I first saw the name Jay Scrubb, by the way, Scarborough Shooting Stars, I thought the Scrubb brothers, the famous Scrubb brothers, had another brother, but it wasn't. Jay Scrubb. Remembering, though, that Jay Scrubb was an NBA player at one time.
Yes.
And he was no scrub, by the way. He was an NBA player. And so they've got a lot of NBA pedigree, and Cat Barber was on that sideline on the far side. So Jay Scrubb's been around. Former second-round pick of the Brooklyn Nets, traded to the Clippers.
Look at this. Look at the Cat Barber giving goal right here to Frank Mitchell, and look at that. Gets to the rim. Hollins made a big business decision to move out of the way. Frank the Tank finishes with the and one.
Donald Carey Jr., Maryland player, former Terp. Here's Curtis Hollis. He's a scorer. Hollis, though, battling. Cat Barber, jump ball. Man, Cat gets right back into it, doesn't he? And I love what he told JJ about coming back to this atmosphere. And I've been lucky enough and privileged to do these games in Scarborough since this team came in the league. And even though that team won the championship in 2023, there's a nice block that time by Jay Scrubb. Lufile now working on Frank. Big bodies banging. Frank underneath. Loose ball. It will be Scarborough ball. I do believe this might be the closest, tightest team I've ever seen here in Scarborough. They have more fun than anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a young team. It was a team that was comprised of players that are entering the league for the first time. But like you mentioned, listen, this is a team with a lot of experience. Between Miles Powell, Cat Barber, and Jay Scrubb, that is 3 NBA experienced players on this team, along with a lot of just great athletes like Akoi Uad and Frank Mitchell and Kellen Tynes, right? It's a really diverse team. Young, old, veteran, rookies.
Great mix.
Great mix.
So far, so good, but it's only halfway through the season. Remember, it's not how you start.
It's how you finish.
And it's in every game, of course, in target score. Here's Scrub going coast to coast. And looks like it's a block, so he's going to go to the line and take his first free throws in the CEBL.
And the one thing I love, we talk about NBA experience, we talk about rookies, we talk about vets. They also got a U Sports head coach.
Lufile's coming out. Kennedy's coming back in. So here is Jay Scrub, the 25-year-old who played at John A. Logan at JUCO school. Cal Tire, a proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. You can shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com. 12-9 score. Make it 13-9. And Jay Scrub has his first points, and I'm sure not his last points in the CEBL as he makes his way north of the border. And I'm sure he has family and friends watching on Father's Day around the world. Wherever you're watching, we're glad you're with us. On YouTube, on CEBL Plus, CBC Gem. Great way to spend a Sunday afternoon of Father's Day. Lots of kids in the house.
Absolutely. Good trip to the game with their father, right? Watch some professional basketball, high-quality basketball.
That's how you learn the game. And, you know, your father figure could be somebody else. There you are. You learn the game. First time in the driveway. From the driveways all the way to the Pan Am Center, maybe to the NBA, and Kellen Tynes. Maritime Magic.
Oh, he diced up TJ Law. TJ Law had him going east-west.
Carey, nice play. Little fake, little pump.
And what
Donald Carey Jr. scores.
What a finish by Donald Carey Jr. and a good response as well.
Catman, Tynes. Tynes gets him up, and what a play. Draws the foul. And he absolutely sucked J.D. Mula into that.
What patience from Kellen Tynes. Drives in, gets a hop step, stops, waits till he goes up. Look at this. Finds him, stops, waits till the defender goes up, gets the contact, and finishes and one. Kellen Tynes, 2 back-to-back tough buckets for Scarborough.
Kellen Tynes has been a great addition. 24-year-old from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. He went to Maine with the Black Bears and was an American East Defensive Player of the Year, known for his defense, but he has contributed offensively as well. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Absolutely, and you talk about his defense, averaging 2.3 steals per game this season, right? Amongst the best in the league.
Oh, moving screen, and Jay Scrub already contributing, draws the foul. 7-point lead. Lufile's coming back. Barely got a blow on the bench.
And that's the great thing about having 2 NBA guys come into the fold, right? Like they know the game. They're veterans, and they bring experience and expertise that a rookie might not have. And so you don't really got to teach them out the game. They just know the game. They have a great feel for the game.
Scarborough not shooting well beyond the arc right now, but owning the lead. Letting this fly. Keontae Kennedy, and it goes out of bounds. Nobody really hitting that three-point shot right now, but it is early. 21 seconds. Shot clock is off. Follow us on CEBL League for all the news stories. CEBL Mobile as well. Great way to check in on the CEBL. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. And a foul. 10 seconds to go in the corner. And Keontae Kennedy thought he had the ball stolen on Miles Powell on a double team.
And he was playing committed defense. And listen, sometimes just that small little reach can ruin a whole sequence of amazing defense, right? You know, Keontae Kennedy had him left, right. You know, he's staying committed, staying in front of him. But just that one reach draws a foul and sends Powell to the line to end the quarter.
9.9 to go. Niagara, depending on what happens here, should get final shot. Khalil Ahmad comes back in the game. Likely going to see him launch that shot.
Absolutely. It's just a matter of where, not when, but where. Where on the court will he take that shot from?
Guy has broken hearts around the CEBL, and become a hero in the Niagara region. 9 seconds. Here we go. Hollis. Bounce pass. Lufile slams it home before the buzzer. On Father's Day, Elijah Lufile, the former shooting star, is a slamming star, pounding that one down. Welcome back, Elijah Lufile, to Scarborough. 2013, though, for the Shooting Stars after one.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, Shooting Stars doing a great job keeping up with Niagara. But listen, we'll be back. Let's take a quick break and get ready for the second quarter.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime.
You gotta love a Canadian boost.
Two hands. Oh, what a block from behind. Welcome back to Pan Am Center, and we've really called this the Cat House over the last few seasons because of this man, Cat Barber.
Yeah, Cat Barber coming in and just making a big impact. He hits his first shot, right? I think he's doing great on defense, getting in there, forcing some steals, and of course he's finding his teammates around the floor. Endless assists. Great court vision, and this is what makes Cat Barber one of the better players in this league's history. You're seeing it right out the gate in just his first quarter of play. Didn't start, but he's been impactful through this entire first quarter, and he's a big reason why Scarborough's up by 7 early on in this game.
Guy hailed from Hampton, Virginia, grew up idolizing Allen Iverson. So he was into AI before anybody was into AI. Allen Iverson, the answer, and he has the answer for a lot of opposition and teammates. Oh, nice feed, the hook pass underneath. Frank goes down and then tries to go back up awkwardly. Frank Mitchell again. Monster out there. Kimball McKenzie wanted a three-point call, or three seconds in the key call after the three-point shot. Did not get that. Frank Mitchell, though.
But you know what? The presence of Lufile was there, because most times you see Frank Mitchell go up multiple times. On his second rebound, dished it out. Saw Lufile there, said, no, we're not going to meet at the rim today. Not yet.
Cole Long into the game. Long, a former Newfoundland Growler at one point. Stepping back. Great defense, Anthony Walker again.
That's a throwback, the Growlers.
The Growlers eventually really became the Winnipeg Sea Bears.
They did.
Here's Powell. Ring around the rosy. Walker eyed it up. No. Frank again. Mitchell's had 4 rebounds in the last 20 seconds.
4 rebounds in the last 20 seconds, all offensive rebounds. Also the first 4 offensive rebounds for Scarborough in this game. Frank Mitchell, that's why he's so valuable. 0-0, getting it done on the glass. Second chance opportunities are so important, and he gives you the best chance to get the ball back in your hands.
Guy who just finished another year at St. Bonaventure with the Bonnies.
Yep.
Played in Minnesota as well. Anybody in the Ontario region who followed basketball heavily knew the name Frank Mitchell.
Absolutely.
For a lot of pro followers, they may not, but guess what? Learn the name, because Frank Mitchell's the real deal. This year he is a 6th Man of the Year candidate. He has not started a game this year. He's a Canadian Player of the Year candidate.
Absolutely.
He has done it all. The other night, Joe Razzo, the coach, was with us, and you know, at first I didn't get it, but it kind of grows on you that he has some Barkley-esque comparisons.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I call him a throwback. Like, his game is such a throwback to what you saw in the 90s and the early 2000s. It's physical, it's slow, it's great footwork, right? It's stuff, if you're a fan of basketball, old school basketball, you love watching Frank Mitchell.
Dylan Brooks was in the house the other night, and his hero, Frank Mitchell, is Dylan Brooks, and he put on a show for Brooks. And again, averaging a double-double. Nice play. Baby hook goes for J.D. Mula, the Ottawa native who played at Southern Illinois with the Salukis. J.D. Mula right up on him. Miles Powell wanted to shoot, forced that pass. Oh, nice play by Powell to knock that pass down. Powell's going to wait for teammates. Or maybe not. Jacks it up? No. Miles Powell, ice cold so far on this Father's Day. Normally red hot, but guess what? That might not last long. Here's a big shot here. Big corner three for the River Lions. Keontae Kennedy hits that one. And it's a three-point ball game suddenly. Tynes slashing call against the Shooting Stars, and Kimball McKenzie, the head coach for the River Lions, likes the energy right now.
Yeah, and you see Niagara, it's a game of runs. Niagara's on some runs right now. Look at this. Khalil Ahmed driving and hits Candy in the corner for that three, takes it and makes it to shrink the lead. And that's what it's about. It's a game of runs. You got to take threes, but you got to make threes. And right now, Niagara's taking threes and making threes, whereas Scarborough ain't making anything.
First time in quite some time, this Shooting Star team, 9-1, looks a little unglued the last few possessions. Good defense, though, as well. Cole Long by the River Lions. Khalil goes inside, will go to the line and shoot.
You know what? You say it's the first time they've looked unglued. It kind of reminds me of early on in the season, their first couple of games, right? A lot of come from behind wins and getting it together in the last final minutes.
They didn't know each other very well.
It's feeling like that again.
And again, maybe that's because of the new players. Might take them time to get assimilated. Well, New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the Canadian Elite Basketball League and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys now by visiting CEBL.ca. A timeout on the floor. Tyrell Vernon takes it. We're going to step aside at Pan Am Center. You're watching the CEBL on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Welcome back to Scarborough, where it's a three-point lead for the Shooting Stars. Khalil Ahmad getting to the line. Now, these two teams played each other just a few weeks ago. Khalil Ahmad was held to 20 points, which, if you know the way Khalil Ahmad plays, that's a little low for him. But he also turned the ball over 6 times in that contest. They're looking to get him started a little bit earlier here this afternoon, but Kellen Tynes has been draped all over him here in the second quarter. He's going to have to find some space elsewhere if he's going to get this River Lions squad back to something that's manageable before the half. Rod.
Well, again, they've carved it within 3, and this is only the second time they've gone to the line. The Shooting Stars have been got the benefit of the whistle so far. 9 of 11 from free throws, and this is only the second time going to the line. Ahmad earlier, 1 of 1, so says a lot also about the Shooting Stars stifling defense so far. But like Miles Powell, like Cat Barber, Khalil Ahmad is a game player, and you watch those numbers and you say, okay, they're down a little bit right now, but you know, you look at the end of the game, and even when they're quiet, it's a quiet 20, quiet 23. Absolutely. Big factor, Deshaun, in this game right now, three-point shooting, or lack of it. Yep. The two teams combined, 1 of 18. Shooting Stars 0 of 9, and that has not been the Shooting Stars. They have been Shooting Stars all season. Cat almost lost the dribble. Back out. Uad is out here. Shot clock's at 5. Miles Powell just struggling from the field so far. Kennedy, Keontae, and takes it easily to the rim. Anthony Walker backpedaling that time, caught on roller skates. And the Niagara River Lions have the lead, 22-21. Fighting back for the lead for the first time since early in the ball game. Cats 3 is short. Cole long pass goes up and lays that in somehow between two defenders.
Points in transition. Points in transition from Niagara have been huge today, catching Scarborough flat-footed on the defensive end.
Powell is fouled as he was determined. Did you see the look on his face? He was pounding that ball.
And let's take a look at this bucket in transition. Cole Long in transition. 2 shooting stars right there. And he goes up and just barely makes it. Just barely makes it. Another bucket in transition. Huge momentum driving. Give them that 3-point lead. Miles Powell just trying to get going today. Again, no shots made from 3.
Just one shot from the
One
field.
shot from the field.
4 from the free throw line.
Really trying to find his groove because he knows how important he's going to be in winning these games. And so for him being aggressive, driving to the lane, getting fouled, going to the line any way he can, because he knows if it's not working from deep, he knows he can do some work in the paint. And so that's what he's doing today until he can find that rhythm from 3, which eventually we expect he will as the game progresses. He's shown us that before, but early on he's having some woes.
River Lions playing some suffocating D here, some real fierce defensive sets here for the River Lions, and that has propelled them into the lead here, 24-23. They have been all over the Shooting Stars when they've come down for their offensive plays. In Hollis, no.
Big rebound.
Kayo, yes! Nathan Kayo, he can do that. Kayo with that, like a 3-pointer that they gave him. That looked like a travel there. Uat dumps it in. Bediako strong to the basket. And again, every time a Scarborough Shooting Star gets the ball back after a pass, there are usually 2 defenders right there. A double team comes.
Yeah, and it's the physicality, right? I think one thing that Niagara is doing today is, again, they're playing physical. They're forcing the ball out of Cat Barber's hands, out of Miles Powell's hands, out of Jay Scrubb's hands. They're not allowing them to make decisions. Getting the ball, they have ball movement, forcing them to move the ball. And, of course, down low, they're doing a great job of protecting the rim, being physical, and I guess smart fouls, to say the least. Make them remember you. Make them remember how it feels when you drive to their basket. Think twice next time.
5:46 to go before halftime. 2-point game. Got a ball game now. It started off a little sloppy, a little slow. Took a while, and River Lions, ferocious defense. Got them back in this. And this guy, too. The legend, Ahmad. No. Brick up there. That goes for a miss as well on Hollis. Somehow bounces back out. And Jay Scrubb has it. Walker. Off to Cat. Cat Barber. Goes ISO here. Barber behind his back. Cat back out. And from the corner, oh, a nice strip that time. And again, it's Hollis, and he lays it in. And the River Lions on a roll right now.
Hollis with the block, with the drive, with the finish, transition buckets again for Niagara River Lions. So huge.
Shots just falling for Jay Scrubb somehow. Little Kawhi Leonard juice on that one.
I've seen a bounce like that before.
Back to within 1. Big shot this time. 4.5 to go. 3-pointer, missed. Scrubb. Jay Scrubb has contributed so far in his first game in the CEBL. Former Brooklyn Net draft pick, LA Clipper, Akoy Uat. Uat, who saw a lot of touches on Friday night, hasn't touched the basketball very much, and I think that has a lot about the new flow, the new rhythm, and the new players in the lineup.
Absolutely. They're trying to. There's only one basketball. One basketball, trying to move it around. Of course, right here. Look at this. Kawhi bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it drops. Big shot. Really well needed. But again, only one basketball, Rod. And you know, you're trying to get the basketball in Miles Powell's hands and in Jay Scrubb's hands and in Cat Barber's hands. It's hard. It's extremely hard. And so some of these other players are going to have to wait their turn. You know, Blake's, even Sims, right? So wait your turn. Wait till the opportunities come up and take advantage of the opportunities.
That's when you know you got to be a team player. Ahmad had it blocked. It's a field. Yeah, it's. Oh no, it's a foul. Thought it was a goaltend for a second. It is a foul. It's on, sending Khalil Ahmad to the line again.
Ahmad drives, and look at this. Jay Scrubb meets him at the rim.
So Khalil Ahmad to the line. Kind of like what Miles Powell's been doing, going to the line a lot. Speaking of a lot, how about a Lotto Max? Now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000 every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket today. You must be 18 plus. Khalil knocks that down. A 3-point game. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Desperate Niagara River Lions team for a win. The Shooting Stars trying to implement some new players. Scrub misses.
Let's see Niagara in transition. Can
They're
they
moving
find
it?
Yep.
Kyle loses it. It's Shooting Star ball.
And I noticed they got Akoy Uat now on Khalil Ahmad, right? Their most athletic player on Khalil Ahmad. Again, denying Ahmad the opportunities to get up those easy shots. He has to work for everything, drive to the rim, get the ball out of your, former champion's hands.
Cat, open three. Will it go? No. Just doesn't look like he has enough leg in that shot right now. Here's TJ. Hollis, strong to the basket, and it goes.
Hollis takes the baseline, finds Uat, gives a little bit of contact there, goes up strong, doesn't get the call, but finishes to extend this lead now to 5 for Niagara, their largest lead of the game.
Kellen Tynes coming back in a second. Frank Mitchell. Mitchell, no.
Junior skyhook right there.
Another miss. Empty trip for the Shooting Stars. Kayo. Hollis. Front iron into the front row.
The three-point shooting woes continue on both sides, Rod. Both teams.
It's like a seal on the basket today,
yep,
Deshaun.
There's a seal. Waiting to see which team is going to break that bad luck and start making some threes. Which team is really going to start catching fire from deep.
3 minutes before halftime. Miles Powell. Watch closely. Powell knifing in. Big rebound. Frank again. Mitchell. The hook and roll goes.
Second chance opportunities. That's why Frank Mitchell is so important. Miles Powell doesn't get the foul. Frank Mitchell saves the day with the acrobatic rebound and goes up to add 2 to the board.
33-30 is the score into the front row.
A little bit of a miscommunication there between TJ Law and Warrens.
Kayo is out there along with Law.
Feels like just yesterday TJ Law was doing his thing at Brock. Yeah. Now he's here in the CEBL. Oh, steal.
Steal for Powell to the rim. And Miles Powell forces Kimball McKenzie to take a timeout with 2:21 to go before halftime.
Smart timeout. Smart timeout. Kimball McKenzie knows this team is huge on momentum, is huge on quickness. And look at this. You got the steal right here from Miles Powell. Drives to the rim and finishes, and they say, hey, listen, we don't want to let them catch momentum. Let's call timeout. Let's stop that, and let's see what we can do to hold this lead because it's shrunk down from 5 to 1 in a matter of just 20 seconds.
Kimball McKenzie, new head coach, GM for Niagara. Tyrell Vernon, who was an assistant coach with the Shooting Stars when they won the championship, went to Calgary, became a coach. There's Kimball. And Kimball, love his story.
Yeah.
His story, baller who ended up in the British Basketball League for Leicester and became a fan favorite there, then came home and played in CEBL and won back-to-back championships with the River Lions. Three-point shooting woes still continue for both teams, as you mentioned. Now just 3 of 28 for both teams. River Lions have 2 three-pointers, and the Shooting Stars, who have been exceptional this year from beyond the arc, just 1 three-pointer, and that was from Jay Scrubb.
But you know what? Miles Powell sitting here with 10 points as we enter halftime, get close to halftime. He's getting it done, right? He's finding ways to drive to the rim, get to the line, finish his layups, get steals as we just saw. He's 6 for 6 from the line. Miles Powell not working from 3. He says, okay, let me adjust my game and let me find new ways to put points on the board. I think all eyes are going to be on Khalil Ahmad in the second half as well. He's sitting here with 9 points, doing the same thing. So both stars doing a little bit of just adjusting their game and finding ways to get points on the board, being creative. That's what makes them so special.
Players to watch today, Ahmad, Powell, but everybody's watching them. That's why they're have a bullseye on them for the defenses. Here's Warrens, Cameron Warrens.
And look at Kellen Tynes shutting down Khalil Ahmad, taking him out of the picture.
Frank now on Kyle. Kyle dribbling, down low, turns, and that's short. Back come the Shooting Stars with Miles Powell running the floor. Powell goes left side this time. Bounces that into Mitchell, turning, elbows up, no. 1 point lead Niagara, inside 2 minutes. Kyle. Well, an open 3 for Carey Jr., no. Easy look, and now numbers here. Powell, high stepping, takes it to the rim again.
There you go.
That's Miles Powell, weapon today, attacking the rack.
Driving to the basket and finishing, doing his job, getting points on the board. That's 12 for Miles Powell. And look at Kellen Tynes all over Khalil Ahmad.
Look out, Jay Scrub just lays it in. I thought he was going to have a little showtime.
I was waiting for showtime. I was waiting for it.
Suddenly, Shooting Stars have a 3-point advantage after being down 5.
Kellen Tynes all over Khalil Ahmad. Look at this matchup. Fights through the screen.
Back pass, Kyle. That's off. Shooting Stars now settling down, and Kellen Tynes, the Energizer Bunny, has been the difference maker.
He's playing full court press on Khalil Ahmad. Full court press.
Powell again. Miles Powell, little too strong. It's an awkward roll that time. Lal, corner, carry, pump fake, throws it back out. Another 3 ball. It's good.
There you
Big
go.
shot there from Cameron Warrens.
They needed that. They seriously needed that. Cameron Warrens. Big shot to tie the game with 15 seconds left in this half. Miles Powell with the ball in his hand.
10 seconds to go. Powell fighting. Fakes one way, takes it up and puts it in before the buzzer. Last shot, Kyle, no. How about that? Miles Powell, determined, relentless, fearless. 3-point shots not dropping. When it's not hitting from the outside, go inside.
And even when you thought he was going to go for the 3 to end the half, he digs deep into his bag and pulls out the Euro.
Well, coming up at the half, the Brotherhood featuring Elijah Lufile and his brothers, of course. And then thinking about his dad today, Pastor Benjamin. JJ will interview River Lions head coach Kimball McKenzie. A look at first half stats and much, much more, as well as Deshaun's players to watch. JJ Evison standing by, and the first game for Jay Scrub in the CEBL, and his first interview in the CEBLs with JJ Evison.
Thanks, Rod. Jay, 2 quarters down. It's been a back and forth game. How are you finding gelling in with this new team here on the CEBL court in Scarborough?
It's easy for me. I play for a lot of good different teams. Just coming in and finding my role. My role is playing hard with this team, making open shots and executing, and that's easy for me.
Got to tighten up some things in the second half. What do you think needs to be the main focus to move forward?
Just whenever we miss shots, getting back. They're beating us in transition right now. Just making sure we keep our heads up and get back.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Rod, over to you.
All right, thank you, JJ. Thank you, Jay. It's halftime here in Scarborough. 38-36 Shooting Stars. A little lower scoring than the Scarborough Shooting Stars are used to, but then again, they are facing a team that is desperate today for a win. Miles Powell leading the way. Frank Mitchell helping out. Jay Scrub chipping in. We'll be back. It's halftime in the ends.
Give thanks to Jesus Christ. That's it. That's it, man. That's it.
My name is Elijah Lufile. I am a center/4 for the Niagara River Lions, and I'm from Milton, Ontario. My oldest brother, Shadrach Lefile, we really all wanted to follow in his footsteps. So that's kind of initially where it started for me, as well as for my other brothers. So my father, he played soccer growing up. My mother played basketball. And I think it initially started with my oldest brother. So whatever he was doing, that's kind of what we were following into. There was never any discussion with the four of us. It was mostly them three. I was kind of a late bloomer. And as far as us playing together, that was never a discussion. It was always my three older brothers, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I was always the one that was kind of tagging along. And the fact that, you know, we all became pros at different periods at our time, that's kind of like a dream come true. It wasn't something that I thought that was gonna ever happen, but it ended up happening.
Little brother wins that battle. First battle of the night.
That is 3 championships for you. What does that mean to you?
Out of all the three, that felt the most special because my brother was able to win it with me. As soon as the buzzer went off, after the Khalil's free throw, he was the first person that ran towards me. Everybody else was kind of jumping and celebrating. And to have that special moment meant a lot for us, and you know, something that we'll carry for the rest of our lives.
This is bigger than us. This is for my late mother. She passed in 2021 to cancer, and I know she's looking down on us proud. The fact that we get to take a ring home back together. I got 3 in a row, so they can't say nothing about it now.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun, or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Park Cayuga is a proud sponsor of Niagara River Lions basketball.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa, thanks.
That's my job. Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
The CEBL, Canada's Pro Basketball League, and redtag.ca brings Canadian basketball fans a chance to save up to $300 off on vacation bookings all season long with promo code CEBLFans. I wonder how our mascots would spend their time on vacation. Book today with Red Tag and save $300.
Redtag.ca.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh yeah, like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Oh, baby, it's Father's Day. Yes, it is. Happy Father's Day. All the boy dads, the girl dads out there. I'm both a boy and a girl dad. I got a happy Father's Day to me today. I get to work, get away from my kids. I like it. Hang out with Deshaun Stevens. It's awesome having the kids here today. It's awesome talking about the dads today because that's kind of how it all begins for a lot of people in sports. Sometimes there are kids that don't have those father figures as well, and the moms become the dads in many ways, and that's how you get your first breath of basketball. You know, you get that first shot in the driveway, their first coach, they pay your fees, and all of those players on the floor, I'm sure they're talking about their parents on a day like today because they are not here without their parents.
Absolutely. Listen, parental figures matter. My mother was my father, right? Yeah. As you kind of alluded to earlier. So I think, listen, it all begins with the parents. It all begins with the influence and the support early on, right?
Support's huge.
Support early on to really bring us home. So shouts to the parents today. Shouts to the father.
Well, yeah, we've got quite a game here today as well. 38-36 for the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Not an offensive masterpiece by any stretch. It almost has a playoff feel.
Yeah, it's a gritty game. I think it's a gritty game. It does have a playoff feel because I think for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, it's a game where they're coming back to NBA experienced players. But I think for the Niagara Riverlions, this is a must-win. They're one game below 500. They're fighting for their life, right, halfway through the season. So I think for both of these teams, it's gritty. It's physical. As you mentioned earlier, the referees are allowing a little bit more to go. But it's a great game early on, and two stars are really showing out in different ways that we normally see.
And I think you're going to see the stars of the team start to shine in that second half, particularly as we get to target score time. Let's take a look at the numbers here on Father's Day 2026. And the numbers that are going to come at you right away are the free throws, only 5 for the Riverlions, 15 for the Shooting Stars, but the biggest number is the three-point percentage, just 7 and 17%, and they've been chucking up a lot of threes.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of these teams, it's shoot until you finally make it. I think for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, one of the best three-point teams in the league, 7% and 17 for these Niagara Riverlions. Something's got to give in this second half.
Just 1 of 14 right now. Had to look at that again. 1 of 14. Wow. When we come back, it's the second half here in Scarborough on Father's Day. The Pan Am Center in the ends, 38-36, Shooting Stars over the Riverlions.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Parking Unit is a proud sponsor of Niagara Riverlions basketball.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa, thanks.
That's my job.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do. The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa. Thank you. That's my job. So you were saying.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped, but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Here we go, second half on this Sunday afternoon in Scarborough. In the ends, 38-36 for the Shooting Stars. We talked about the players we were going to watch before this ball game, and we're going to be watching them right to the bitter end.
Absolutely, and listen, I think both of them are getting it done in different ways than we usually see. It's not attractive. It's not beautiful. It's gritty. Khalil Ahmad, only 9 points at the half, shooting 66% from the field, a lot of it from the line. He's missing a lot of threes. Kellen Tynes is all over him like white on rice, and a couple rebounds, a couple assists. And Miles Powell, listen, it's almost like he's almost abandoned the three, and he's driving straight to the rim, 33% from the field, and getting it done at the line as well.
All right, let's go over to J.J. Evison. He's with Niagara River Lions' new head coach and GM, Kimball McKenzie.
Thanks, Rod. Coach, a different look to this game compared to Saskatoon on Friday. How did you challenge your team entering this afternoon's matchup?
Yeah, just our defense, right? Like our energy, our communication, attention to detail. I thought we did a pretty good job in the first half.
I'm seeing a lot of positivity from the bench when your team's on the offensive side. What are you liking about the looks you're getting on that side of the court?
Getting a lot of good looks. I thought we left some points on the board, but that's okay. I mean, I think we're shooting good shots. Hopefully we continue to do so in the second half.
Appreciate the time. Enjoy the second half.
Yeah, thanks.
Rod, to you.
All right, thank you so much, JJ and Kimball. And no doubt you're going to hear more from the Lion King as well, Khalil Ahmad, in the second half. But I'm wondering again about Miles Powell. And, he's still having – a lot of people would die to have a game at halftime like Miles Powell.
Yeah.
But it seems now it's a little bit different for Miles Powell, having Cat Barber out there, having Jay Scrubb in the lineup. There seems to be a little different symmetry, and it's going to take them a while to get used to that.
And you're seeing how diverse Miles Powell's game is, right? I think we're used to seeing him dominate from three. It's not dropping today. There's a lid on the basket. And so he switched completely to his physicality, his speed, driving to the rim on the defensive end, making plays that matter, hustle plays, finishing. You're seeing him get it done. And so now it's a matter of, listen, he's having a great game. Statistically, what's going to happen when the three-point ball starts falling? Right? He's technically not hot yet. So what's going to happen when he does get hot? This could end up being a 30-point night for Miles Powell if things start getting hot for him from three.
And guess what? The Iceman does get hot usually in this building. There's Khalil Ahmad, though, and he always is a weapon out there, a guy who has done it for so many years and has won back-to-back championships and MVPs. He's the guy. As he goes, so go the River Lions.
And you know what? Listen, Khalil Ahmad only 9 points in the first half, and here's the thing. What people don't realize is that through the first quarter and a half, he was actually 100% from the field. Now, the issue is he only got up 2 shots. Kellen Tynes is all over Khalil Ahmad, and they're struggling to get shots to him. Kellen Tynes is playing basically full-court press on Khalil Ahmad. So now, in the second half, it's about finding opportunities to open up the lane for number 4. Get him opportunities. Move the ball around. Off-ball movement matters. Make opportunities for number 4, because when he takes them, he's going to make them. The stats say that he will make them. Make some opportunities for number 4.
Again, a lot of these players today, I'm sure, will have phone calls to their fathers or their father figure, whoever that might be. But Khalil Ahmad's got an interesting story in that, he's of Japanese descent. And his father, Tarek, was born in Japan. He carries that heritage very proudly. Khalil has it on his ink and his tattoos. He's a fascinating guy to talk to. He's a fascinating player to watch. He has become one of the great faces in the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Absolutely. Again, he's one of the more important players in this league's young history, right? A 2-time champion, a 2-time Finals MVP, all CEBL player, right? A mainstay in one of the important larger markets in the league itself. And I think he's also become one of the more reliable players in CEBL history. You always know when the clock is ticking and the ball is in number 4's hands, he will get the job done. And so I think today, with only 9 points in the first half, he's down, but he's not out. And I don't think anyone expects him to finish with 9 points. I think people are going to expect Khalil Ahmad to still have a great game today, put some more points on the board. And listen, this is a 2-point game. This is an important game for these Niagara River Lions. Again, they're below 500, one game below 500 as we enter the midway point of the season. They need to win this game on the road in a hostile environment against an extremely good Scarborough Shooting Stars team. It's going to be all about number 4 in this second half.
Keontae Kennedy gives it to number 4. Khalil stepping back. Misses that shot out of the locker room. Oh, what a swat. Getting that garbage out of here with Charles Bediako. Akoy Uwat strong to the basket, and Uwat is on the board here today. after scoring in bunches on Friday.
There you go. Like we said, make use of your opportunities. There's only one ball. Okoye gets an opportunity, finishes at the rim, gets on the board.
4-point lead here early on. And again, defense likely is going to win this ball game when you think about it. Often does. Both teams forcing turnovers and a foul. Amir Sims will send Keontae Kennedy to the line.
Wow, between Bediako and Sims, the presence matters. Look at this. Missed shot, and look at this. Bediako with a huge rejection. What's that line you said? Get that garbage out of here? Get that garbage out of here. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, our buddy Jack. Happy Father's Day to him today. Great dad. Jacko, guy who is a coach down in the Niagara region, knew a lot of these players too growing up. Watched them play. Great characters in our game and in Canadian basketball. Kennedy knocks those down. 2-point game. Defense, defense, defense today. Powell watched by Kennedy. Very worthy defender. Long comes up on Sims. McCoy Uwat watched by Ahmad. Sims tries the circus shot. Oh, the follow from McCoy Uwat. AY flies to the basket.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
he took a tee as well afterwards, as that was an emphatic
And look
slam.
at this. Out of nowhere. And he says head top, head top. Obviously it was a tech, but head top. Okoye coming out of nowhere. Look at the athleticism. Again, making use of his opportunities. Not going to get the ball in his hands. And he says, let me just make my own opportunities. Second chance points. Okoye.
You never want to give up a tee, but sometimes, you know, in a game like that, and Okoye has not done much offensively up until the last couple of minutes. He's got his first 2 field goals of the game, and that one was a highlight reel dunk from Okoye Uwat, who played at SAIT, Southern Alberta Institute of Technology for the Trojans. Uwat, South Sudanese roots, long fires and hits. Cole Long from a long way out ties the game.
Okoye playing great defense on Khalil Ahmad, forced him to pass the ball up to Cole Long and really set up that 3. Cole Long made use of the opportunity.
Powell, yes, and finally Miles Powell has broken the seal.
There you go. What's going to happen when number 13 gets hot from deep? That's what we talked about. Hits his first 3.
Ice is starting to melt a little bit now, getting hot in here. Khalil answers. Khalil Ahmad, Miles Powell show.
There you go. Khalil Ahmad makes use of the screen from Cole Long and is able to beat Okoye to the rim to get his first points on the board of the half.
Powell again feeling it. Maybe he just needed to change rims. That's all it was.
Maybe. I thought Miles Powell was going to hit that second shot. It looked good from our perspective.
Miles Powell, that shot he just took was pretty close to the same shot, same proximity as he did to win the game against Ottawa on Friday night. Turned around, hugged the owners, and said, let's go home. Walker, good look, knocks it, splash down, Anthony Walker.
There it is. The ice is starting to melt a little bit for Scarborough in general. Melt a little bit for the Shooting Stars.
Well, hitting some threes now. 1 for 14 in the first half. Ahmad, crossover on Uwat. Akil Ahmad, though, mobbed as he went inside. Wanted a call, no call. Powell lost it, regains the handle. Khalil Ahmad, slow to get back. Walker again. Uwat, offensive rebound, lost the ball.
Okoye is everywhere. He's doing everything.
This was like him the other night. Okoye had his biggest game in the CEBL on Friday night. Khalil Ahmad slow to the bench right now.
Such great ball movement happening in this game right now. Look at this. Look at all the passing. Look at all the ball movement here. Look at this. Look at this amazing ball movement. And finishes it off with a 3. But that's what you got to do if you're Scarborough. You got to move the ball around, create those opportunities, force Niagara to move around on defense, get uncomfortable, and find the holes, find the open man.
Donald Carey Jr. Long again. Can't make that two. Yeah, can't make that two in a row. They're hitting earlier. Here's Powell working on carry. Miles Powell drives now. Turns it around, circles back. Sims swings. Kellen, Tynes. Oh, what a dish underneath to Bediako. Blocked there by Long. Bediako up again, strong to the basket after an excellent dish from Kellen Tynes.
And the big thing about Bediako, you can't teach height, you can't teach athleticism, and he has both of those.
7 feet tall. And he uses every bit of it. Charles Bediako is going to go to the bench, brings in Frank Mitchell. Bediako's pretty much the starter, Deshaun, all season long, and Frank comes in. Every time Frank's come in, something good has happened.
Absolutely. Frank Mitchell, listen, 6 man on this team, but he could start anywhere else. He could start anywhere else.
Guy who plays like a point guard, a center, a power forward. The turnaround, no, doesn't go. Awkward shot that time from Eula. Kellen Tynes working the floor. 6 minutes to go, third quarter here in Scarborough. Tynes, dribbling wizard here, lost it though.
Great defense from Niagara.
Kennedy, defense to offense. Mula, swinging it, and on that sideline. Nate Kayo.
And you could just look at the body language of Niagara's players. They know they had something on that possession. It really hurt them right there. Out of bounds on a possession where you had great ball movement, you had an open look from 3. It's all ruined just because a little bit of your foot was out of bounds.
River Lions took control late in the second quarter, then had a lapse. Scarborough took over to end the half. Miles Powell all himself trying to set up an alley-oop pass for Mitchell. Powell on the floor, he's okay, and Keontae Kennedy shows some good sportsmanship, helps him up.
Now Jay Scrub checks in. Big substitution for Scarborough. He's been doing it all. He hasn't been scoring a lot, but listen, on the defensive end, whether it be blocks, whether it be steals, whether it be rebounds, screens, fighting through screens, Scrub has gotten it done.
Khalil Miller into the game as well. Deep 3, just before the shot clock expired. Kennedy baseline. Oh, what a block by Khalil Miller.
Huge block by Miller. Meets him at the rim. No foul call.
Scrub stepping back. Left-handed three-pointer. No. Big pace here. Look out. And the reverse lay-in. A beauty that time from Curtis Hollis, former Vancouver Bandit. Hollis played at Hutchison Community College. There is no direct line to the CEBL or pro basketball. JUCO player, got a chance to play in the G League, and we got a travel call.
Cat Barber checks into the game.
Timeout here. Cat Barber in a moment. 4-point shooting star lead on Father's Day in the ends.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Welcome back to Scarborough, where the Shooting Stars have a 4-point lead over the River Lions here midway through the third quarter. Now, less than halfway through the season, and they've already run out of room in the record books pretty much. At 9-1, it's the franchise's best start to a season in their history. And they're doing it from all over the roster. Frank Mitchell set a franchise record in double-doubles for a regular season. He's got 6 so far. And when the game is on the line, Miles Powell has been this team's closer, his 5th target score game winner of the year Friday against Ottawa, set a new franchise record for a single regular season, edging out his newest teammate, the previous holder, Cat Barber. So for Scarborough, the wins keep piling up, and so do the records, Rod.
Yeah, they're going to see if they can keep her going today, though. And again, all those records, think about that. At the halfway point of the season, for goodness sake. Not even the halfway point. So good and dominant the Shooting Stars have been. Not just good, dominant. Hollis, again, dominant D here. There was a whistle. No whistle, actually. It was a basket there on the follow. So it's a 2-point game here. River Lions are pesky. Hey, they're champs for a reason. Khalil Miller. That's short. Khalil, the former Mac Marauder. Ahmad. One Khalil to another, and Ahmad missing.
Hey, no, Rod, you talk about this Scarborough team being essentially one of the greatest statistical teams in franchise history. Already through halfway point of the season, as you mentioned, and they just got better by bringing back Cat Barber and adding Jay Scrubb. So one of the best teams in this franchise's history just added 2 NBA experienced players. Think about that for a second.
Well, and you're probably going to have to make some decisions. Again, there are ratios and numbers that you have to deal with. They've been able to make it through so far. And again, they had a dearth of players at the beginning of the season when they needed some bodies. And it changes as well as the summer league heats up. And there's Ahmad. He's going to the line. Frank Mitchell fouled him. One thing we know about the CEBL is that names and players can change as they get towards the playoffs.
Absolutely. Khalil Ahmad to the line, looking to put some more points on the board. Currently has 12 as we sit here in the third quarter with 3:37 left.
Eastern Conference game today presented by Lotto Max. Ahmad, great free throw shooter.
Yep.
Just money through the years. Guy who's played, like most of these players, around the world. Guy near his 30s. Still not slowing down, though, and played his college ball at Cal State Fullerton. He's the Catman. Barber back in Scarborough. Like this combination with Kellen Tynes. Tynes such a good defender. Oh, Khalil Miller from the elbow didn't get his legs into that jumper.
I like how they found him, though, at the elbow. I like that. Mid-range game. I like it.
Carry some hustle and muscle. Pays off, and the River Lions are back on top again.
Oh,
a lot of lead changes.
Yep, they're trading the lead.
Tynes, crossover, paint. Mitchell keeps it in play, but here come the River Lions.
This is an interesting lineup for Scarborough. An interesting lineup, slowing down their own pace of the game.
And that's on the end line again.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup for Scarborough. You're seeing them do a little bit of a mid-range game, slow it down a little bit. There was a little bit of a big lineup that you had on the court. And now you see Miles Powell checks back in. Model of consistency for this team today. Saying, let's amp up the ante a little bit. Let's ante it up a little bit because slow game ain't working for us.
Who are you going to call? Iceman right here.
Iceman, I like it.
Miles Powell back on the floor. Cat out there and Tynes. The exception of Khalil Miller, a smallish lineup right now. Guys are going to really move the basketball. Like Cat. Barber, though, is fouled. He penetrated the paint. Anthony Walker's going to check in for some defense. Barber's going to go to the line here.
And with Powell, Barber, and Tynes on the floor, those are 3 guards that all love to just drive to the basket and get contact. All right, they're all so similar.
Well, this is Season 5, Deshaun, from the ends, and you can be part of the action from here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center by scanning the QR code or visiting shootingstars.ca/tickets. And if you've never been down to the area, been down here, it's such a unique environment. gymnasium within the Pan Am Center that's become home to the Shooting Stars in the ends. And it is a party palace.
Agreed.
And it is loud when you're here. You have a good time. You go to a party and a basketball game breaks out. That's how it works.
Legitimately.
And you always have some stars. We've had all the stars here this year. Here's Hollis, left side, fade away. Hollis, floater, yes, gets the roll. The River Lions have a 4-point lead. The biggest lead they've had all game is 5. Biggest lead for the Shooting Stars is 9. Powell, quick shoot. Oh, and he got the foul. And he's going to shoot 3 times, it looks like.
And that was a smart decision by Powell. Listen, as soon as he got that ball, he saw the hand.
They're saying the foul's on the floor.
Oh. Yeah, you saw Harris right there. He tried to get the shot up, but that's a foul on the floor. A little bit of a chest bump, right? Didn't touch the hand. Wasn't in the act of shooting yet. But I saw the vision. I think we all saw the vision.
So they mop up the sweat. And Powell and Barber and Frank Mitchell. That's a big wall out there. Powell, that one's an air ball. He said it went off the hand, and went off the hand, may have been altered by the River Lions.
Frank Mitchell gets to the hand right there, a little bit of a tip. Get that ball out, get it out of bounds, slows it down.
Cameron Warren's driving the basketball. Interesting time here, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Fourth quarter, of course, is a 10-minute quarter, but it's really only 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Shoot the target score at the 4-minute mark. TJ Lall and a double team. Sends that back out, pitches it back. Hollis lost, keeps it on the floor. Look at this, Warrens. They made something out of nothing, right back. Lufile threw it into the front row.
And I'm surprised Lufile didn't just bring that to the basket and go head-to-head with Frank Mitchell.
Looked like maybe that Elijah for a second tossed it to his old teammates over there. Shooting Stars on the end line.
He's having flashbacks.
And what a great story, Elijah Lufile, guy who had a heart issue a few years ago. You know, the brothers Lufile lost their mom a few years ago. They've been such grinders, basketball playing pros. Dad's a pastor. Great family of basketball. And Elijah is a champion 3 years in a row, trying to make it 4. Oh, and a whistle. Cat Barber on the floor. He was down in that area last year when Cat Barber went down with an injury too and really put a scare into the Scarborough Shooting Stars. He's okay.
Now Koy Uwat checks back in. Great start to the second half for him. I mean, all over, offensively, defensively, putbacks, steals, blocks. He's done it all in the time that he's been given. Again, just making use of his opportunities. That's what you want to see from a young player.
Well, here's what's happening to the Shooting Stars. Their minutes played are probably going down for everybody because of all the players.
Yeah.
There's a travel. You got to make good usage of your minutes. And Terrell Vernon is really rotating subs in and out. One thing this team is not going to do is run out of gas.
Absolutely. And again, the players that have come in, they need meaningful playing time. Like, you know, Cat Barber needs meaningful minutes. Jay Scrub needs meaningful minutes. You can't just have them there and not use them. You need to really have them in the game to get them in a flow. So that's the effect. Everyone's minutes are going to go down, but can you make use of what you get?
Frank Mitchell hops the ball up the floor to Cat through his legs, and he threw it away into the front row. Miles Powell tried to dive for it.
There you go. Two new teammates, a little bit of a miscommunication, but they dap it up at the end and say, let's get him again next time on the next possession. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's a first game together, playing together, even though they're pros and have had NBA and G League experience. Now in the G League, now in the CEBL, trying to get back to those higher levels. Lall try to lean in, and another walk. Back-to-back travels. That's something you don't see very often.
And that was great defense. Great defense on the end by Scarborough. Frank Mitchell right there again, just being a great presence down low. Staying tall, being intimidating, because you know once you get down low, 00 is going to come after you.
Agent 00. Frank Mitchell.
I feel like he has so many nicknames right now. Yeah. Frank the Tank, Agent 00.
I love Frank the Tank. I think because he is like a tank, obviously in his size, but the way he operates, he goes one way and he rolls over opposition. Great, gregarious personality. Great for this team, great for this community.
Yep.
And a foul this time on Lal. Bumps with Powell. Looks like they're in the bonus now. 34 seconds to go before this third quarter expires.
So is Charles Barkley like officially a nickname for Frank Mitchell yet, or no? Not yet?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we won't use Charles' names for him as well, because Charles was known as the mound round of rebound.
That is true. That is true.
He's not a round mound anymore, Charles. He's on the Ozempic or something now, but our buddy, who's looking great and sounding great, and is one of the greats.
Yep.
If you're being compared, by the way, to Charles Barkley.
What a compliment that is.
That is a huge compliment.
Absolutely.
Because everybody has their comps of everybody. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like Miles Powell, you know, the way he shoots sometimes, the way he plays, you kind of sometimes get a little James Harden feel.
Yeah.
I get a Kyle Lowry feel from him.
I mean, when he tries to draw the fouls, it's a little bit of James Harden.
Yeah.
And on the defensive end, when he's getting gritty and draws contact, tries to get contact, it's very Kyle Lowry-esque.
Yes. Koi Uat. Oh, and a great play by Khalil Ahmad. Extends the lead with the shot clock off now. A 4-point River Lion advantage. Powell loves the three-point shot here. 8 seconds. 7. 5 seconds. Gives it off now. Stolen. Last shot to the River Lions. Hollis. No. Well, that had to be considered a disappointing quarter for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, and for the visitors, led by Khalil Ahmad again, they are right now in the driver's seat.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Niagara, great quarter to get back into this game, regain the lead. Khalil Ahmad making use of his opportunities, and now we're entering the fourth quarter. 4-point lead for Niagara. So, you know, we'll be right back after this commercial break, and let's get ready for the fourth quarter.
Let's do it.
You don't just fuel your body. You fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Did you know that every CEBL game ends on a game-winning bucket? Yep, every single one. That's because we use something called target score ending, a thrilling twist that keeps fans locked in till the final shot. So what is the target score ending? Here's how it works. The first time the clock stops with 4 minutes or less left in the fourth quarter, the game clock is turned off. We enter target score time. We take the leading team's score, add 9 points, and that becomes the target score. Let's say it's 91-80. That means the first team to hit 100 wins. No ticking clock, no intentional fouls, just pure clutch basketball. It's fast, it's electric, and it guarantees that every game ends with a bang. Experience the target score ending this CEBL season.
Curtis Hollis only had 5 points on Friday against Saskatoon, but he had 6 so far in the second half and 10 in this ballgame.
Yeah, in a game where Khalil Ahmad has had his struggles, Curtis Hollis has stepped up. He's flirting with a double-double right now with 10 points and 7 rebounds, but he also has 4 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks. He's getting it done on both ends of the floor. He's doing it all. He is helping this team stay alive in this game. They're entering this fourth quarter with a 4-point lead, and a lot of it is because of number 0.
We're talking 0 and double 0 as well. Frank Mitchell, he's flirting with a double-double for Shooting Stars. So the Zeros trying to be heroes today and double-double heroes. And here is Sims. Amir Sims, speaking of heroes, also has a number of target score winners so far. Oh, just bowls over Long. And TJ Law. And Aaron Sims joins the party today and cuts the lead at the beginning of the fourth quarter to 2.
Sims, such a surprisingly big body. He can do it all. He likes to pull up from 3, but can drive to the rim, give you a little bit of an elbow and finish at the rim.
Took him into the fourth quarter to get his first field goal, but he does.
Here comes Hollis.
Shot clock at 7. Hollis watched by the defender Walker. Hollis kind of leans on that, and Walker rips it down, brings it back. Here comes Powell. Former NBAer, deep one. Laser beam! Miles Powell is his name!
What a three, Miles Powell, look at that.
And attack,
big
though.
three, but listen, it was what happened after the shot. It was what happened after the shot. Huge three from Miles Powell, look at this. Tween, puts it up, a little bit of a deep one from the logo, hits it, but it's what happens after, right there. That's the technical, you can't do that, right? But I get it, big moment, right? He's been cold from deep all day.
Well,
but you can.
If the Shooting Stars should see their win streak end today by a point or 2 points,
you're going to look
remember that there have been 2 technicals in this game.
Yes.
Now, again, after I understand the emotion, but you have to also be disciplined. So Miles
Absolutely.
Powell, lesson learned. Let's see what happens now. The game is tied at 57. We've got a great one here for you on Father's Day in Scarborough. Ahmad, yes, that's what he does. Khalil Ahmad.
Khalil Ahmad drives to the rim, finds contact, puts it up and finishes. He's just getting it done today. He's at 18.
Powell's going to the line as he's fouled as he tried to answer Ahmad.
And both players to watch for today have come alive, Rod. Khalil Ahmad at 18, Miles Powell at 22. They've come alive.
Well, you knew Khalil Ahmad would, you knew Miles Powell would, and I think it had a lot to do with the defenses that were fierce in that first half and successful, and now Miles Powell will go to the line. Shooting Stars have been to the line quite a bit here today. 15 of 19 from the line. Before you know it, they're back in this game. You can secure your seats today for numerous theme games for Niagara fans throughout the season. The River Lions look for a three-peat. Tickets available at riverlions.ca/tickets. And a great place to watch basketball in the Meridian Center.
Yep.
It is the perfect building for the CEBL, and Miles Powell costly miss. 59-58 Niagara.
Would have been a game-time free throw right there.
Every possession means something now, and again, we play till the 4-minute mark and shut it off then. Play to the target. Long three, corner, no. Rebound, Bediako. See how long Bediako stays out here if they go back to Frank Mitchell soon. Powell, baseline, Miles Powell. That one up and over, a little too strong, could not use the backboard there. Hollis working on Bediako. Into the corner. Dishing it again. Kennedy. Keontae Kennedy stepping back. No. Bediako, that 7-foot reach. Collars that. Sims. Aaron Sims just had his first field goal of the game. Now has his second. That's Bediako underneath with a tap back.
OGS tap back from Bediako. Second chance opportunity. Makes good on that Sims layup that missed in the beginning.
Leapfrog continues. 1 point lead Scarborough. I think we're going to have a few lead changes here.
Oh, absolutely.
Feels like an August game in June. Playoff game, it seems like. And Ahmad had that knocked out of bounds by Sims. Mula's coming back in the ball game, and here's Charles Bediako.
And let's take a look at this tap in. Sims, tween, drives to the basket, goes up with his left, doesn't work. And Bediako, you can't teach height, you can't teach athleticism, and he has both. Finishes and brings the Scarborough Shooting Stars up by 1.
He's on the bench now. Frank Mitchell's in. Oh, shot clock expired.
Great
Powell. Miles just accelerating now. Through legs, another three. No. They have forced that one a little bit.
Yep.
Miles Powell shooting himself back into the game, and he just fouled Khalil Ahmad. Ahmad is slow to get up. Very slow to get up, and this is concerning if you're Kimball McKenzie, but the Lion King will return.
And let's look at this. Khalil Ahmad has speed. He has speed. Miles Powell, look at that, leans in just a little bit. It's a blocking foul, right? And might have been some knee to knee there, but there's some contact there. But Khalil Ahmad coming downhill with your Miles Powell, wanted the contact, got it, but, you know, results in a foul. Typical bang-bang play.
Only second foul of the day. Powell's drawn 5 fouls today. Corner, no. Walker again, Anthony Walker. quietly has been a rebounding assassin today.
And great defense from Scarborough on these possessions to get the ball back.
Mitchell, rainbow goes.
There you go. Frank the Tank, Agent 0, 0-0, finishes at the rim.
3-point lead now for Scarborough. 2.5 minutes until we go to target time. That 4-minute mark, remember. Corner three, blocked that time by Walker.
What a block by Walker. Gets out there and you saw his length. The length, able to get up there and just get a tip on the ball to stop that three. Let's take a look at that again. Again, out to the corner. Walker, number 6, puts his hand up and is able to block that shot. Amazing instincts from number 6 on that defensive stance.
Former Hoosier, guy who played with the Montreal Alliance for 9 games last year, came to Scarborough, played for 10, almost won a championship, and he's got that look. You look at Anthony Walker, and number 6 in the 6 works, doesn't he?
Oh, it works. It works for many reasons. I think it works from a numerical standpoint, but it also works, again, because of the athleticism, the theme of this team, the characteristics of this team. Young, athletic, fast, quick, aggressive. That is Walker.
Well, their next game's coming up, and their second game of 3 on the road. Niagara River Lions will cross provincial borders. They head to Montreal to take on the Alliance. The Verdun-Atorium, Friday at 4 Eastern, and then Shooting Stars hop on the road, travel to Ottawa to take on the Blackjacks, who will seek revenge after they got throttled the other night here in Scarborough. Rematch of last Friday's game. Tune in this Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern. The season continues. The run to the chip for all 10 teams in the Canadian Pro Basketball League, the CEBL. This league just heating up year to year, but this is when it really heats up as we get closer to July.
Oh, yeah. And then we get into playoff season with a new playoff format. Oh, my goodness.
I think we've seen a lot of lopsided scores as well so far. I don't think you're going to see as much of that moving forward.
No.
Teams are going to get more continuity. Shooting Stars get players back. Tynes, clear path. Oh, Carey got his hand in there. Otherwise, Kellen Tynes had an easy bucket.
And for Scarborough, this will be their 22nd and 23rd time going to the line tonight. 23 free throws for the Scarborough Shooting Stars in comparison to the 11 free throws for the Niagara River Lions. Difference here is Niagara 100% from the line, Scarborough only 76%. Now both good numbers, but Niagara's hitting their free throws.
Shooting Stars would have loved 76% last year. That was one of the major weaknesses for the team. They were at one point barely at 60% for the 15-foot shots, and it cost them a lot of games. Those free throws add up, and add the free throws made in this game. Also add the fast break points made by Niagara. They've been running all game in transition.
Yep.
The lead is 5 now. Niagara knows they have to score on all these possessions. Getting down to that 4-minute mark. Where will they be when it comes to target time? Kennedy lost it. Look at Tynes on him. Like a blanket. Oh, what great defense. Cat Barber now on the go. Walker to the rim, and he's going to go to the line and shoot.
Tynes.
How about that? Tynes and Tynes again.
The defense from Kellen Tynes tonight has been amazing. Look at this. Look at the D-O on this play right here. Kellen Tynes on him like glue. Of course, gets to steal Cat Barber with the pass to Walker, and that would have been showtime if Walker put that down. He would have been showtime, but hey, he's going to the line, and they'll take that any day.
Anthony Walker's first trip to the line. Again, a guy not known for his scoring, more of his defense. Averages 5.2 per game. Baltimore, Maryland native. Played again in Europe, Bulgaria. Also has played in Hungary. Former Hoosier, also a former Hurricane. Once went to the Final Four and the Elite Eight.
Oh, so he's been everywhere.
He has been everywhere. Tell you, Brady Heslop, the GM of the Shooting Stars, he gets these players to buy in, finds them. They become stars here. Oh, nice play. That is basket interference, and that will count. And that was a must-make for Khalil Ahmad. And guess what time it is, folks? It's Khalil time.
Absolutely. It's winning time. It's Khalil time. And look at this. Khalil Ahmad goes up, Now in the CEBL, you can tip the ball off the rim, but that was already going down.
That was underneath
That
and
was,
inside the rim.
exactly.
It's
inside.
FIBA basketball rules, so you can. But so now let's see if the Shooting Stars use the clock efficiently here. With the lead, don't need really quick possessions. They don't need that either. Now Hollis. Niagara trying to trim back into this. Down 5. A minute to go before we go to target time. Oh, Kennedy swinging it. Corner. No. Swatted. Barber. Here they come again.
It was great ball movement. Just couldn't finish. Here comes Barber.
Cat Barber underneath and another steal.
What a find.
And that pass, errant. Didn't need to force that. River Lions pushing too much. Walker. No. You got to think the River Lions here got to use this clock a little bit to try to get a play. Get within 3 or 1 possession. 3-pointer makes it a 1-possession ball game.
Kellen Tynes getting called for that reach-in right there. He's been all over Khalil Ahmad. He's been all over the ball today, right? And again, he's such a great defender. He's so elusive. He gets in there. He just finds ways to get in there and stay clean. On that time, got called for contact with his hand in there. Look at that.
And another one back-to-back.
Again, he's getting his hand in there. He's trying to force these steals. He's over-pursuing, and he's getting called for these fouls. And you don't want him to get into foul trouble as you enter target score time, right? You have the lead. You're up 5. You don't want to get in the bonus.
And don't get in a bonus with Ahmad, who's the best free throw shooter on the floor. And he tosses it up. He was trying to draw a foul. Talks to the referee. May have had a point there. Might have been another foul. And now the Shooting Stars can drain this thing down to the 4-minute mark. See what the strategy is here. If they get a basket, do they then foul back, stopping the clock? Sims, here's a 3-ball. No. And hauled down. Ahmad. Now, next whistle will be a stoppage, and we'll play the target time. 5-point lead. Shooting Stars wouldn't mind a steal as well. Try to increase their lead. Baseline. There it is on the floor. Now you got time. And the shot clock expired, and that's it. We are going to go to target time. The target score will be 75. First team to 75 here. And the Niagara River Lions in much better shape than the last time they played the Shooting Stars, and in much better shape than they were Friday. Down 5 as we head to target score time in the ends. Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime.
Next bucket wins. Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama.
That anything can happen.
Oh my goodness! Can you believe this guy? Big players step up in big times. He is cooking.
Welcome back to Pan Am Center. We're in for a heck of a finish here. 2 teams, one seeking its 6th straight win, one trying to get a win and try to even its record at 500. And 2 teams that last met in the playoffs last year and had one meeting already this year, and the 2-time defending champions. We're on the ropes early, but right now they're right in it. Still down 5, very manageable into target time.
Yeah, very manageable indeed. And listen, they've been with them. They've been keeping up the entire game. If you're Niagara, there's no need to, push the panic button here. You've been playing good basketball. You've been hitting your shots, and it's been a score by committee. 10 different players have scored for this team today, and Khalil Ahmad has found his way to 20 points. Get the ball in Khalil's hands. Move the ball around, create opportunities, and you'll get back in this game if you're Niagara.
It's been all defense. This is the lowest target score of the season at 75. And look at all the defenders out there. Sims puts it up. Little too strong. Akoyuat misses a chippy. Mitchell gets it. Back out Walker. Another chance for Miles Powell. No. A miss. And now free way to the basket. And that's a foul as Kennedy wanted to slam that home. Anthony Walker took away the highlight.
He had intentions. He had intentions on that play right there. Let's look at this. Kennedy with the steal. In transition, takes 2, and he had intentions.
So did Anthony Walker.
Couldn't finish.
So isn't it interesting, the lineups? Both teams pretty small out there right now. 2 teams, especially Niagara, look at that miss. That's costly. Kimball McKenzie shakes his head. Niagara's gotten here in this game by keeping a team that has scored 100 points per game down to 66.
Yeah.
Look at the defenders on the floor right now.
Yeah.
TJ Law watches Sims. Law right up on him. Sims with Walker. Ahmad watches him. Law. And that is a block.
And you can see Law was trying to stay with him, but again, tried to commit. Feet weren't planted. A little bit of a lean. That's a blocking foul.
4-point game. First team to 75 wins today. First team to 75. Mr. Target Score is out there. That's him. He's won 5 games in target score for Scarborough this year. Powell, and he's fouled. He's going to the line as he was hooked on the baseline.
Didn't hit his first 3 in target score time. Said, okay, listen, I'm going to take this ball and do what I've done all game. Let's drive to the rim. Let's find contact. Let's get to the line. Chip away at it.
Look at those rainbow beauties today.
Kobe 9 Pro Trove.
Look at that.
I don't know what the colorway is, though, but I like it.
Yeah. So now Kellen Tynes comes in for that defense and offense as well. So it's going to be so interesting, the strategy here. We could even come down to free throws to win this thing, the way it's been going.
Yeah.
Anything near the basket, teams have been taking fouls and hacking.
Contacts for days.
It's been a very physical game. Powell hits. 8 points away. And we'll go back to the technical free throws. We'll go back to the misses at the free throw line for Scarborough. Got to make all of these. Powell hits 2.
Here we go. Number 4 with the ball in his hands. Khalil Ahmad, 2-time CEBL Finals MVP. Game on the line in target score time.
7 points away. Ahmad is fouled by Akoyuat, and so Khalil Ahmad, we just talked about it. Anything near the rim, and Ahmad's getting into it with Uat.
Yeah, and you know what? Look at this.
That was a hard foul.
Akoyuat, look at this. All over Khalil Ahmad all day. Finds him, and they both go up same time. A lot of ball, but a lot of body as well from behind in terms of contact.
Referees are talking. Khalil Ahmad's talking, and players are talking. It's a chirp fest out there.
It's, again, a gritty game. This is one of the more grittier games we've seen this season for sure.
Has to be. Sets a standard. Lowest target score means a lot of defense. We can contribute to some of that off shooting early on, to a lot of that defense. Tight D. It's been fun to watch, though. Lead is 5. Khalil trying to cut it to 4. Put his team 11 points away from the target of 75. So 7-11 right now. 7 points away for Scarborough, 11 for Niagara. Here's Kellen Tynes. Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Baller. Gives it to Powell, puts it up. Oh, and that almost went. And the second time isn't good. And they still get it back. Uat. And he's fouled. A late whistle. Akoyuat's going to go to the line. Miles Powell, I don't know what that shot, how you would describe that. It was almost like...
How did that not go down?
I don't know how it was almost like it was a slingshot that he threw up there. And... so now Uat goes to the line. So good the other night.
Need to make those. That's a huge free throw.
A.Y. Koyuat. The jostling underneath, and he drains the second. Big one. 6 points away. 2 3-pointers or 3-possession basketball, however you want it. I would suggest that 3-pointers today might not be ideal.
Agreed.
In target time.
For either team.
Spinning now and trying to pitch it back out. Baseline. Shot clock's at 5. Need this. They got it! Oh, what a shot by TJ Law!
His first 3 of the day comes at a huge moment for this team. Trying to stay alive in this game. Shrinks the lead down to 2 here in target score time.
They are 8 away. Scarborough is 6 away. That shot right in front of the Shooting Stars bench on basically a broken play.
Yep, absolutely. And take a look at this. Kennedy's able to work the baseline. Passes it out to Law. Hand in his face. Hits it. His first 3 of the day after we just said we wouldn't suggest anyone take 3s in target score time. TJ Law comes up big.
Well, they're
huge
not listening.
shot.
That's probably a good thing they didn't listen to us.
Yep.
To Jinder Law, TJ Law out of Cambridge, and guy who's also played in Japan and most recently the Netherlands, and River Lion, CEBL veteran. TJ has done it all. Trying to do it all today. So who will be the hero? You know what you're kind of looking at as it gets down to the wire. Who are the clutch guys for both teams?
Yep.
Your players to watch
Khalil
today.
Ahmad, Miles Powell. One of them is going to have to make a big play to win this game. It's going to come down to those 2.
There's a good bet if you're on those betting lines.
Oh, yeah.
Of who might be that guy. I would suggest one of those 2. But if there are X factors in this game, Frank Mitchell, of course, always an X factor. Kellen Tynes
has been huge. Curtis Hollis on Niagara has been huge.
TJ Law, Curtis Hollis has been huge. But, you know, you got to think the ball somehow, some way for both teams is going to go through their stars.
Absolutely.
Let's go to J.J. Evison quickly to talk about what was going on in the Scarborough huddle.
All right, Rod. The biggest thing with this Scarborough team is that head coach Tyrell Vernon has given everybody a voice. Before he even got in that huddle, Charles Bediako was calming down his teammates. And the one thing that head coach Vernon said was, we don't win this game with our skill. We win it with our mindset. We have to have the right mindset, stay composed down the stretch.
Well, that composure stretched right there as Tynes threw it into Powell. And now Niagara's a 3-pointer away from taking the lead in target time, a 2 from tying and being 6 points away.
And you talk about composure. Let's see how Scarborough reacts on this next possession.
Curtis Hollis, great second half. J.D. Mula with the screen. Mula underneath, off the foot.
There it is, composure, defense, turnover, in transition.
Sims, Frank dunks it, and it is a foul before the basket. And they are saying it's a charge. Scarborough's coming back down the floor. It's a charge on Sims.
Let's see if we can get a look at this play right here. Sims has momentum. He has steam. You know what? That's a great call because there are 2 established bodies down low.
Look who took that foul.
Khalil Ahmad.
The Lion King. That's why he's the king.
Trying to get it done in ways other than scoring, right? Yeah, we talk about the points. We talk about the box score. We talk about how many 3s he makes and his field goal percentage. But look at that right there. Game on the line, plants his feet, and takes a charge from one of the biggest players on Scarborough Shooting Stars right there. That's Hart.
Oh, look at this. Speaking of Hart, Tynes on a steal. Powell was thinking 3. 6 points away. Miles Powell circling in. Off the glass and in!
What a finish by Miles Powell. Kellen Tynes set it up with a steal.
4 points away, and talk about pressuring defense on the inbounds. How about that play as Ahmad tried to get it into Law and absolutely pilfered. And this is an over and back. Over and back, and now 2 baskets away are the Shooting Stars.
There we go. Look at this, Kellen Tynes all over TJ Law. Starts that. Miles Powell settles, says nope, not gonna take that 3. Drives, acrobatic finish, and finishes.
The Iceman coming again. 4 points away, 75, the magic number, the target score. Here he is, Mr. Target Score, Frank Mitchell. Watched by Law. Swings it way out to Sims. Another good target score guy. This looked good, but the shot clock had expired.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not sure they were very aware of where that shot clock was.
They weren't. It was so loud. I don't think they were even taking into consideration the shot clock.
So huge possession here, Deshaun. Deshaun Stevens, Rod Block, J.J. Evison, Dan Gladman with you. Great Sunday afternoon tilt here. Playoff kind of atmosphere. Hollis. Dribbling in front of Sims. Nice pass! Oh. And a miss on an easy one. A bunny for Keontae Kennedy, who's going to have nightmares over that one.
You know, he makes that 10 times out of 10. I guess it wasn't one of those 10 today.
Powell pops out. Roll. Mitchell hands it back off. There's the three, and he's going to shoot three. Miles Powell could almost seal it here. Slow to get up as he's fouled by J.D. Mula as that shot was in the air. And that's what Miles Powell does, draws that foul. Was able to draw a number of fouls today, and now he gets 3 shots, and getting closer to 75.
Let's get a second look at this, and look at this. Out to Frank Mitchell, back to Miles Powell, puts that up, and yeah, you see it right there. He came into the shooter's landing space. You can't do that. That is a foul. Miles Powell's so good at drawing fouls from 3. He's so quick. He doesn't really give defenders an opportunity to establish themselves, right? And so by the time he goes up for a shot, if you're a defender, you're just thinking contest, but there's no body control, right? And so you're landing in his space. He's drawing a foul. And if he hits it, it's a 4-point play. And if he doesn't, at least he's getting 3. Oh, but that's a huge miss right there.
Yeah, that, again, they line up again. Certainly the most duress the Shooting Stars have faced from a team defensively during this run they've had. Chance for the 6-pack today. 6 wins in a row. Makes that 3 points away. Again, could have sealed it with that technical as well. That could have won the game. He could have had 4 to win.
Yep.
Now they're just 1 basket away, or maybe even 1 free throw, depending on this.
Tense atmosphere here at the Pan Am Center.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Miles Powell. Good chance he could end this. So now the River Lions. Keontae Kennedy had such a great opportunity. Backdoor, Ahmad goes.
Still alive, still alive.
Now they need pressure.
They need to D up. They need to settle down on defense.
So Miles Powell, who loves to win it with threes.
Kennedy
the
all
Iceman.
over him.
The Iceman is here. Try to win it again. Looking for his 6th straight win. Miles Powell lets it go. It's off. No. Don't need that 3.
Great defense from Niagara.
And Powell with a hard swat. And he thought it was all ball, but look at how Miles Powell got down the floor. I think he was so disappointed with that shot, which he was trying to draw a foul as well, as he's into it with Mula.
Yeah, having some back and forth about that foul. Let's take a look at that again. Miles Powell after this. Look at this. He didn't need to put that shot up. Khalil Ahmad comes down with it. Off to Mula. And look at this. Look at that. Hard foul from Miles Powell. Really hard foul.
So Kimball McKenzie's chatting with the officials. 74-69 the score. Tommy Wu getting an earful from Kimball. And again, the Shooting Stars just 1 point away from winning this. That target in your left-hand corner, 75. That's how the ELAM ending, or target score time, ends games north of the border here in Canadian Pro League. Lead score at 4, add 9. That's what you play to.
If you're Niagara right now, it's all about defense. It's all about defense. You need a minimum of 3 to 4 stops. But you also need a minimum of 3 to 4 baskets. to really come back and win this game.
And Kimball McKenzie just may have lost the game for his team. Just took a tee. And now Miles Powell can step to the, I've never seen this before.
Wow.
A technical foul. And now Khalil Ahmad's going over. A technical to win the game. I have not seen this. Kimball McKenzie is irate, and that's the player in him coming out. Miles Powell. Kimball McKenzie's been thrown out.
Oh, my goodness.
Khalil Ahmad also chatting with the officials. Kimball was going to go anyways, and it's fait accompli now. Shooting Stars this free throw away from winning 6 in a row. The Iceman steps to the line to ice it. Yes, done. Bizarre ending to a wild afternoon of basketball. That's one of those games that a lot of dads would be driving home with their kids saying, well, this could have happened, this could have happened, we could have done this. Not the way that you want to see a game end, on a technical free throw. But the Scarborough Shooting Stars, make no mistake, they met a defensive machine today. The Niagara River Lions held the hottest team in the CEBL to 75 points. But the Shooting Stars hang on. They survive and are now 10-1 on this season.
If you're Niagara, you lost this game, but there's a lot of positives to take away. 10 different players scored today. Khalil Ahmad, despite his scoring woes, finished with 24 points. And like you said, defensively, held the hottest scoring team in the league to just 75. This is still a good team. They're 2 below 500, but there's still a lot of basketball to be played. They're still alive.
Yeah, and in defensive Kimball, I think he was really going for his players there. They really wanted that foul at the end on Miles Powell. Remember, Mueller would have shot. Instead, it came right down to the technical free throw for Miles Powell, who normally gets his teammates. I don't know if JJ's been here. JJ, how's your dance steps?
I've been working on
usually,
I'm more of a line dancer.
Yeah.
I hang out in the country a lot, Rod.
That ain't going to work here, because here they come. Get ready, because it's the mosh pit. The Miles Powell post-game mosh pit. He gets used to this. He's our Booster Juice player of the game. Seals it with a technical free throw. JJ, get ready to dance.
Serious. That's it. We're serious. Always serious. Miles, on Friday you showed you could win comfortably. Tonight you showed you could win ugly. What was the difference in target score time?
I mean, we've been doing this all year, not just the last game or this game, since the beginning of the year. When we came back, we went on a 19-0 run. I mean, this team has been battle-tested, and every time we figure out a way to win, no matter who's doing it. If I'm having a good night, if whoever's having a good night, I mean, we ride them, and then we figure it out. So we're just happy that we keep winning, and that's all that matters.
You know who's always having a good night? Frank Mitchell, giving you guys second chance opportunity.
Canadian
what
player
about
of the year, six-man player of the year, you name it, he deserves it. Yeah, we on that. Yeah.
Cat Barber returns. What did you like from his play here on the floor? Limited minutes.
I mean, he started this. I mean, he's been here since the beginning. He knows what it takes to win. He's won a championship, so just to get a leader like that, it feels good.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck on the road.
Thank you. We serious.
Rod, to you. Hey.
Man, we live here. If you're not here, you're square. Lock in.
There it is. All right. Oh, Esfandiar Barahaney's got some competition now. Yep. J.J. Evison in the middle of that scrum. They love to dance, the Scarborough Shooting Stars, and those dances, those sellies, they mean a little bit more. Again, they played for the SSS on their chest, but the name on their back on Father's Day. This one was for their dads. 75-69, the final.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh, yeah. Like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Park Cayuga is a proud sponsor of Niagara River Lions basketball.
The CEBL, Canada's Pro Basketball League, and redtag.ca brings Canadian basketball fans a chance to save up to $300 off on vacation bookings all season long with promo code CEBLFans. I wonder how our mascots would spend their time on vacation. Book today with Red Tag and save $300.
Redtag.ca.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Six-pack on Father's Day. That's what you like if you're in Scarborough. Shooting Stars have won 6 in a row. Broadcast coming up tonight. Saskatoon Mamba had a big win over Niagara on Friday. Ottawa lost here on Friday, and they are coming up tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, 5 Central Time. Next CEBL broadcast. That was. Let's stand up here, Deshaun. There we are. As in the aftermath, I see a lot of the dads are out here today. Happy Father's Day to everyone, but quite a finish. Not the way you would draw this up, and not an offensive masterpiece by any stretch, but it was. It felt like a playoff game, did it not?
Yeah, it felt like a playoff game. And I think you had a very desperate team on the Niagara side. Now they moved to 2 games below 500. They needed this win, and they were facing, again, a juggernaut in this Scarborough Shooting Stars team that had a lot to prove as well, with Cat Barber returning and Scrub being added to the lineup as well.
They're only going to get better.
They're only going to get better from here. And if you're Niagara, you want to kind of shut down that train before it continues to get a little bit faster. But listen, if you're the Niagara River Lions, a lot of great things today. A lot of great things on the defensive end. A lot of great things in terms of scoring by committee. The game came down to a couple possessions. It came down to a couple technicals. It came down to a couple of missed layups at the end. But if you're Niagara, sure, you're second last in your conference. But it's a long season, and you could have a chance at, again, winning this conference later on in the year.
Yeah, you never know. Again, it's not even the midway point of the season. But 10-1 are the Scarborough Shooting Stars. The Shooting Stars who have become the dancing stars of the CEBL. They love to hop around in their cellies at the end. J.J. Evison, Deshaun Stevens, Dan Gladman in the cockpit controlling the show today. Evan Cosmer. Thank you, Evan Almighty. And, of course, Miles Powell does it again. That's 6 target score winners now. Shooting Stars dancing on Father's Day 2026. So long, everybody. Quite an ending in the ends today.
Knock 'em out the way, knock 'em out the way, knock 'em out the way, with your head top down for some action.